No, no chance.
No chance. No matter how many people we threw your way,
No chance.
people can't catch you.
No chance.
One of the fastest athletes in the game, Tyreek Hill is a lightning bolt of a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. He has been scorching defenses in the NFL since 2016 and shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. He has already won a Super Bowl, been selected to the Pro Bowl 4 times, the first All-Team Pro twice, and the NFL 2010s All-Decade Team. His accomplishments speak for themselves and are nothing short of impressive. But what about the man behind the stats and the accolades? There's much more to him than just his incredible athleticism. So in today's video, we're going to dive into the living legend that is Tyreek Hill by revealing 8 things you never knew about this young star athlete. Before we start, make sure to leave a like on this video if you're a fan of Tyreek Hill. Also, if you would like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 8. All-American track and field athlete. Tyreek Hill wasn't always a football player. Back in high school, he was known for his track and field performances. His senior year in high school in 2012 was his standout year, being named Track and Field News High School Athlete of the Year and making the USA Today's All-American Track and Field squad. At the 36th Golden South Classic, Hill was 1/100th of a second off from breaking the national high school record for the 200-meter dash, running it in 20.14 seconds. The record has stood since 1985. To put in perspective, compared to the 2016 Rio Olympic 20-meter sprint finals times, he would have finished in 6th place, only behind the 200ths of a second from a bronze medal. In his 100-meter at the Golden South Classic, he was no joke either, having a personal best of 10.19 seconds. Number 7. Domestic violence and child abuse issues. It's not necessarily a secret that Hill has had some trouble with the law in regards to domestic violence and child abuse. But what you may not know is the surrounding stories that pertain to the incidents. After his domestic violence arrest in December 2014, he was dismissed from Oklahoma State University for both football and track and field. As a result, he looked to the University of West Alabama to be a part of their team. At first, the coach was not interested, having read the police report, but the coach decided to speak with Hill, his Oklahoma State coach, his community college coach, and even his high school mentor. After these conversations, he relented and brought Hill on. After his incident in April of 2019, although he was suspended by the Chiefs organization, the NFL didn't take any action because they felt he hadn't violated any of the personal conduct policy. The charges were eventually dropped after the medical investigations showed the child's broken arm was accidental, and with that, there was no evidence to continue to pursue the case. Number 6. Started coaching on a local high school football team. Starting in July 2020, Hill started as an assistant football coach at Lee's Summit North High School. He's been working on the offense, specifically with the wide receivers naturally. He expressed that it was something he wants to do when his time in the NFL is finished. Coaching has always been something I always wanted to do ever since I was a kid, because my father, he kind of coached me, Hill said. He has been welcomed by the current coaching staff and lauded as a man who you wouldn't expect to be an all-pro, pro bowler, or top wide receiver in the NFL. Now, he wasn't recruited by the high school, but rather he reached out to them, surprising the coach who thought it was some kind of a practical joke. He was wrong, and pleased to see the passion Tyreek has for the sport and for coaching. Number 5. Olympic ambitions. Back in January 2020, Hill revealed he had ambitions for the Olympics, wanting to try out for the Olympic trials or the Penn Relay with the goal of the Tokyo Olympics of the same year. Now, it never came into play because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but he had credible dreams. He discussed how he wanted to show some of the track and field people that football players are not a joke. Together with the teammates from the Chiefs, he wanted to maybe create a relay team that could be entered into the Penn Relays. While many may think it was a lighthearted topic he was jokingly discussing in a press conference, he stated he had been really looking into it. The fact that he and other football players used to race track in high school could be enough reason to make it a legitimate goal as either a solo entrant or as a relay. Surely, he would rally a team together. Number 4. Relationship with Patrick Mahomes. It seems to be a back and forth between the two of them, where recently Hill said he thought Mahomes was trash during their first training camp together. He was upset initially, but found in the second year that he had improved his technique significantly, thinking of him as a completely different player. However, Mahomes also underestimated Tyreek during their first training camp together. He told Hill he was going to throw the ball as far as he could, and Hill took it as a bet. Hill ran down and caught the 71-yard bomb thrown by Mahomes. Before catching, he turned around completely, stared, and started waving at Mahomes. The two didn't think too highly of one another at the start, but Tyreek's incredible speed and Mahomes' improvement over time had changed their respective opinions of each other. Mahomes said he'd have to break out an 80-yard throw one day just to try and overthrow him, but doesn't really believe it would be enough. Number 3. Won a race against Tyrell Owens. In July 2020, Tyreek invited Chad Ochocinco and Terrell Owens to a local football field, where he challenged them both to a 100-yard race. He waited around through the rain for the two retired NFL stars to show up. Now, when Ochocinco showed up in a minivan, he was unwilling to participate. He had no shoes and only felt he could win the first 30 yards, so it wasn't worth his time. Owens arrived with his physical trainer and spent some time going through extensive stretches to properly prepare the retired NFL receiver. He was given a 10-yard head start on Hill. Owens did end up winning, but Hill was hot on his tail, maybe only 2 or 3 yards behind Owens as they crossed the finish line. After the 100-yard race, the two raced each other in the 40-yard dash in which Hill won. Number 2. Owner and founder of 2 different companies. Hill owns a stake in Grip Boost, a company that makes football gloves, as well as a special gel that is applied to football gloves that offer a grip that lasts on gloves. He has been an advocate and user of the product over the past 2 years and has even helped work with a development team to be able to create the best products possible. He even has his own signature pair of gloves through the brand, with his infamous peace sign imprinted on the palm, the same sign that the NFL has fined him over. He's also the founder of the Soul Runner, a clothing brand made after Hill's passion for running. Founded in July 2020, his goal is to connect with different groups of people, even beyond just runners. He doesn't see himself as the biggest fashion star in the NFL, but does have his own fashion sense and wants to spread his style to the public. Number 1. Multi-position phenomena. Tyreek Hill has shown time and time again that you have to keep a special eye on him in a wide receiver position, as a return specialist, and even as a running back. He is the first player since Gale Sayers in 1965 to have recorded a kick return touchdown, receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown all in the same game against the Denver Broncos in December 2016. In his lone season at Oklahoma State, he tallied 1,811 all-purpose yards and 6 touchdowns as a running back, wide receiver, and kick returner. This put him 11th in the whole nation in all-purpose yards. He gained most of his yards that season as a kick returner, then running back, then wide receiver, showing that Hill is not stuck in the box of a standard wide receiver. Tyreek Hill is a dominating force in the NFL, and being paired with Patrick Mahomes is something that will probably leave defenses restless for years to come. Obviously one of the fastest players in the whole league, he is more than just a speedy vertical route runner. His story is something I think a lot of former NFL players have unsuccessfully gone through, while Hill has been able to stick around through thick and thin. The future is bright for Tyreek, and we look forward to seeing what more he can do. And with that, we end today's video. Which of these facts did you find most interesting? Are there any others that you think deserve a spot on this list? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Until next time.